Hello everybody, welcome, good to see you, Comet. Thank you for the 70 months of subbing. Egrets Arzu, wonderful to have you all here. Let's get a little bit of Geneforge going. Sorry that's a bit later tonight than I planned, but I was doing a little bit of catch-up work and stuff so that I can do setup for birthday stream next week. I got some ideas, so putting some extra behind the scenes work and just did some extra like photo work too so that I can make sure I have the time to set it all up and take off from, you know, editing to do it. Alright, let's Geneforge. Birthday stream hype? I hope so. I have some plans. Many plans. We were at... Oh yeah, the garden drake. Alright, so, for those that don't know, this is Geneforge 2. It is an old school RPG in kind of the same vein as like a Baldur's Gate 2. The story so far is essentially that we are a shaper. We're quite a ways in, obviously, so it's going to be hard to recap the whole thing. But broad strokes. We are a shaper, a biomancer that can affect life itself with magic, and we are part of a huge society that encompasses essentially the entirety of the known world, or it's supposed to. With these shapers, their law is absolute, except we've gotten to this area called the Dry Peak Mountains. As an apprentice, we were called here with our teacher, Agent Shanty, to investigate how the colony was going and talk to Shapers Zachary and Barzal. And when we got here, we found that they had a secret. They had managed to tuck away a bunch of serviles, a created race that was meant to be servants entirely for the Shapers, but that have broken away and rebelled for a lot of complex reasons, some of them being related to the Geneforge itself. And so now there's a bunch of factions here that are all having a battle before they go out and essentially cause a massive war or some kind of upset in the world, because there's a bunch of different factions. There's the Awakened, which are the serviles that believe that they can just diplomatically talk to the Shapers, the Shaper Council, and get themselves integrated into Shaper society and gain equal rights, the ability to cast magic, all kinds of things like that. They want to change from within. There is the Takers, who I have not met yet, but I've been trying to, who believe that the only way that they will get their rights are by attacking the Shapers in a war for justice, overthrowing the entirety of Shaper society, and, you know, burning it to the ground, because they were created as slaves. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. There's also just the Shapers themselves, who want to wipe out all of this whoopsie accident that they've basically had before it gets any more out of hand. And there are the Barzites, which is one of the Shapers that was here, has essentially rebelled against the Shaper Council because he believes that he can make himself a more perfect being. So he's basically libertarians. Imagine like an oppressive, like oligarchy, and he's like, no. Only I should have freedom. We should have freedom to do genetic purity tests. Yeah, he's even worse than them. So we've got a bunch of different factions that are going on. And then there's also, last but not least, I suppose, it's kind of who we're on right now. We have the Cholet. So I said that the Shapers controlled all of the known world, supposedly. But there are these people called the Cholet that have come in as explorers that are like, wow, you're a really interesting society. We've seen many societies in our many travels around the world. And they've kind of got mysterious goals so far. They're saying that they're very peaceful. All they want to do is learn from people. But they're like, oh boy, we can't wait to learn all of the secrets of the Shapers. It'll be super interesting because you all seem very powerful. And yeah, that's not raising any flags at all. So now we're caught between all of these groups and trying to find our way. Right now we're going to talk to Shaper Zachary, one of the leaders of the Shaper loyalist groups. And I have a few different quests to do with him. One of them was he asked us to go and find Emily, a girl who is able to shape naturally. So she can already do our, like, kind of secret magic, but without any training, and it's convoluted. But basically, she should be sentenced to death, because everything that the Shapers don't like is a death sentence. And we decided that, no, she can just go off into the mountains and hide. That's what we kind of told her. So now we've got to go back and report to Zachary what we've done. Welcome back, Chief. We're all busy as always, but I did want to ask, were you able to settle the Emily situation? I did. Alright, thank you for removing a worry. I'll think of it no more. Though you should tell me what you decided for our records. You don't want more information than that? Okay, well, we have to tell you this, yeah. We face a rebellion. Possibly a war. Certainly a failure of containment of deadly and uncontrolled shaping magic. Emily is just a poor victim in the middle of a storm. Told Emily that these mountains are the best place for her. Ugh. God. So he's thinking that we're doing it because, oh, that'll be great. You can just keep her here until we wipe her out when we send in all of the rest of the Shapers and glass the whole area. Yeah, when I said that they want to get rid of the mistake, I do mean erase it from existence. All right. He is content with that. Zachary sips some tea and leans back in his throne. He seems more at ease now that his secrets have been revealed. What else do you need, Shaper? As you know, there is much that needs to be done. Agent Shanty is dead. A horrible crime, one I took no part in. I had secretly hoped Agent Shanty would help me after she learned the truth of what happened here. Her murderer must be brought to justice. If not by you, by some Shaper. Currently we can decide it's Shapers, or the Servants, I guess as they're calling themselves. Servants of the Shapers. The Awakened. We need the Lost Orc, southeast of Medab. Dave's Book. Bandit Leaders. I thought there was something here that we needed to talk to them about beyond just Emily. Oh, right. Yes, because the Cholet mission stuff. So we need... If we talk to the leaders... Right. They want to know who attacked their encampment, the Cholet do, so they can trust me. Either that, or... Right, we can clear out the tower that's inside the mine that they have, which is a real nasty place. The knight with needs. Yes. Okay, the gardening drake. Which, speaking of, I need 10 potted plants for that quest. And looks like I could just go ahead and do that right now. Yeah, I'll put away a terror wand and the lamp. I guess I should sell this vampiric lance. I'm not going to be using it as much as it's cool as hell. Something else I want to discuss. Surely I have a hidden camp in these mountains. I was actually aware of this. I'm not that out of touch. Some of them followed us from Susha Island, probably to observe and steal our secrets. Eventually, the Shaper Council will deal with them. I have more urgent foes to worry about. Someone made spawners to attack them. Do you know who? Zachary's eyebrow shot up. Really? How interesting. An unexpected bit of dissent among our foes. Of course, I am not responsible. Spawners are barred. I would never have one made. Okay. Let's talk to Zenestal again. So Zenestal seems like he's looking for direction. In that we can probably tell him to join any faction that we join. And he'd be happy to come with us. Alright, I'm going to go to Sharon's Grove and pick up a bunch of potted plants here if I can. She should have a few. This gardening drake quest is very funny. There's a drake that has decided that he's gonna be a gardener, and he needs like various plants to do some experiments and like start off his own little farm. So he's looking for potted plants all over the place. It's really cute. Okay. Ooh, a whole lot in here. You don't need these, right? What is dragon a shrubbery? Nothing here. And eventually I need to go into her backyard and beat a thing that's in there, but my god, it's been a nightmare every time I've tried it. Wait, how did... A brain rat? What the fuck? How do you get over there? Interesting. There's some kind of secret. Huh. Well, for now, time for me to head out. Trying to think of who else would have. I need one potted plant. If I go to Madab, there's probably one somewhere. Uh-oh. Okay, so we've been using a lot of the canisters in the game that modify our own DNA, and I'm sure this is part of it. As you walk around town, you note that people are looking at you strangely. It's not just the normal and reasonable fear of shapers that all creations and commons have. It's something else. There's something about you, some aura, that is making them nervous. You shrug it off. For some reason, you find you don't care in the slightest what anyone thinks of you. Man. You know, they say that these canisters are bad and the arrogance they bring. But I'm starting to think that I would love that kind of confidence. Also, we haven't seen Selly before. Guy stained with ink. Why are you living among serviles? I came here with Shaper Zachary and Barzal. Shaper Zachary gave me orders and placed me here to assist Pinner and keep her safe. And that's what I've done since then. The serviles here are independent. Didn't you realize that everything here is forbidden by the Shapers? He looks nervous. No doubt a similar thought has occurred to him many times. I am a humble man. I do not question Shaper business. A Shaper commanded, and I acted. Shapers brought you to these mountains? Yes, quite a few years ago. Shaper Zachary told me that he needed help from humans to build a major colony. It was such an honor to be asked to help a Shaper. I came, of course. Since then, I saw many things that were odd. I didn't object, though. I'm a common, and I don't question Shapers. God, it's so shitty of them to do that. Like, gotta think that everyone that they drag into this, like all the people they've brought here to do all of their menial work kind of stuff, is going to be executed when they get caught. Like, the way that it talks about it in the lore, it's like the odds that the Shaper Council's like, hey, I get it, you guys were ordered, what are you supposed to do? You can't just, like, disobey one of us. No, it's execution from Zachary if you don't listen to him in the first place, and execution from the council when they find out that Zachary broke the law. Just a nightmare. A plant. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's fine. I'm just becoming arrogant and detached from all reality. Hopefully the chickens don't bother us. No, okay. Those things are terrifying. Hey, buddy. Grimwing walks around and tends to his plants, using his claws to handle them with remarkable dexterity. Sometimes he adjusts the helmet on his head. I found 10 shrubberies. He arranged the plants in 2 neat rows. Grimwing examines them and finds them pleasing. A good arrangement of samples. Between them and what little tricks I have learned of shaping, I can combine them into the perfect shrub, which will expand through these mountains and beyond. Grimwing presents you a pouch of coins. I don't have a proper reward for you yet. Knowledge and perfection is its own reward. Still, if you can bring me something else, I might be able to make something for you. Hey, Sergeant Ispel, good to see you. You need something else? These shrubberies you have brought are promising. However, if I am to continue Barzal's work, I need to reach farther, dig deeper. I need a greater variety of base shaping stock. In particular, I need bigger shrubberies. These are far, far more rare. I'll need 5 of them, I think. Who might have these marvelous tall shrubberies? Ah, that is difficult. Tall shrubberies are far more rare and precious than smaller ones, but much more potential because of the tallness. I would ask the shapers who work with plants. Alicia, Sharon, and Ferriton will do. That would be where to start. Yes, the larger ones loom above and shelter the smaller ones. Sort of two-layered effect. Expanded farming practice, you see. This might be a good idea. It is also possible that Grimwig is entirely insane. Yeah. The secret of shaping is kind of leaking all over the place, yes. Okay, so we can talk to basically everybody but the Takers. I should have done this before. Is this an extremely drawn-out Monty Python bit? I think so, yes. A little bit. Yeah, to be fair, the Drakes are, like, banned because they're too intelligent, because they're very, very good at doing things the Shapers don't want, like, I don't know, shaping. Something we need to discuss. Let's talk about the chalet. I've heard rumors of this. I am not fond of the chalet. They follow us around like scavengers, hoping to steal your power. The world does not need more Shapers. Someone made spawners to attack them. Do you know who? Learned Pinner shakes her head. I don't mind attacks against the chalet. I wish they would go home. However, they're not our true foe. I prefer to ignore them. I don't know who made the spawners. Yes, the Drakes also tend to outlive the Shapers, generally. Drakes are essentially, like, little dragons that they've managed to make. Like, it kind of feels like this world as a whole is extremely just Earth. Like, all the regular plants and animals are just totally normal. There's no weird mystical monsters. Except that the Shapers exist, and so they've made all of them, if that makes sense. So, like, when you think of, like, thousands of year old dragons that are incredibly sharp and magical and all those kinds of things, that's the Drakes. And, oh boy, buddy, do not knock over my drink. Yeah, it makes perfect sense that they would have managed to do that then. Let's go to Rising and see this. It was a Drake I was riding in the very beginning of the first game, right? No. Drakes are forbidden. Again, Drakes are forbidden because they are way too smart, too strong, too long-lived. Everything about them is like a horrible danger, and they've slowly realized, like, wait, why did we make something way more powerful than us? What I'd like to discuss. Shall they have a hidden camp? Not hidden to us. I like the Chalet. They think like us. They want to explore and expand Shaper powers. Their Trakov was a true visionary. I look forward to trading knowledge with them. More purity is never bad. And I don't know if we can talk to, like, if we even need to talk to the leader of the Takers. Everyone else considers them, like, insane. They think that they're dangerous and just flailing around, fighting everyone. I'm positive that's not actually the case, and I almost certainly agree with their cause, but we'll see if the Cholet care or not. We'll see. Yeah. Talk to them, ask on our behalf. They all know or suspect we're here. They may give a clue. Yeah. What do you think, attack? So I'm pretty sure we'd actually need to talk to the Takers and their leader, who we haven't even met, don't know who they are. Although we think that it might be a Drakon, which is a new creation to this game. I just realized I could just have gone up that way. Alright, well. That means the other way I can do the Cholet mission is by going back to the mine and clearing it out. I think I want to level once more before we do that. Why don't we go to the Bandit Marsh? We had kill bandit leaders. Griffith the commander in Triola. Large bandit fort to the southwest. Yeah. Oh. So that's actually here, not in the Bandit Marsh, I think. Let's go look here. Oh, hi. Huh. Well, good news. Almost got them dead immediately. Breathe some acid on them. And breathe some acid on them. Okay, I think we're over leveled for this area, which is maybe good for us. Wait, what was that bust? Let's look at that again. Oh, it did have a value. Alright, sweet. Got mines. Thankfully, I'm good at tinkering. Hey, Slinwin. Yeah, I don't love that we're fighting Takers is the thing. who take free welcome. Cowards and traitors get sword. So one thing that's interesting is if I do get a badge for the takers, I can actually get into their lands and then maybe talk to their leader. I need some kind of a pass that they were talking about. Awakened Hunter. This servile warrior has been stationed out in these woods for quite a few weeks. He's tired, hungry, filthy. Your appearance allows him to feel a tiny bit of hope. Shaper, this is the camp of the Awakened. Talk to Alvarni. He leads us. He's by the fire. Will you destroy our enemies? He will tell you what we know. Alright. And these mines are not primed for us. Just steal all the things that are on the ground, sure. Sorry, I mean, take all of the things on the ground. It's not stealing. I'm the protagonist. I'm allowed. Yeah, they all have the same dialogue. So, how about Alvarni? The dirty leader of these dirty serviles is sitting by the fire, absorbing smoke and grilling meat on the bone. He's worn out. These warriors haven't had reinforcements for a while. He looks unsurprised as you approach. Greetings, Shaper Chief. Word of your arrival spread even to us out here. I am Alvarni. Welcome to our miserable little camp. Where'd these mines come from? I'm not sure my leaders would want me to say. I'm a Shaper and I mean no harm. You can trust me. He nods, barely recognizing the effects of Shaper command upon him. They are bred in the Magus complex, then carried out to where we need them, very carefully. They explode if we're not cautious. Why are you camped out here? Oh, there's a large camp of invaders in the southwest. Takers from Zassas. Came to spy on Madab. Maybe even raid us. We're here to box them in. We'd like to destroy them, but we aren't strong enough. So we wait here, watching and unable to do anything. And what are takers? Serviles who want war with Shapers. Who want to attack you. Totally mad. The Awakened want nothing to do with them, which makes them hate us, too. Where's Zassas? West of here, past the huge, nasty marsh, then a guarded mountain pass, then a wasteland full of armed, crazy takers and their crazy creations. A Shaper won't be welcome there. If you go, be ready for fight. Orders from Selly. That was the person we talked to who had all the notes and such. It's funny. They're talking about like taking their orders from Selly, and Selly was put there by Zachary and is talking about how he's loyal to Zachary and is just listening to whatever Zachary tells him. And Zachary is out to kill all of these Awakened. He wants them all dead. Kind of underscores where, again, I'm like, I kind of agree with the takers. Wow. You're too high level to get experience for this. Yeah, I was wondering. Gasp. Actually hit us. One experience. Hell yeah. There we go. Crystal woven chitin. +2 to blessing magic. Also, look at that physical and stuff. Holy hell. I'm gonna try siding with takers. That's the plan, but we'll see. Well, they're called the Takers, Slenwin. You feel like this ends and I can't believe the Takers are taking my stuff. They're not taking stuff. Their whole thing is they are a literally created race meant to be only servants, right? And the Awakened, this other group that we were just talking to, wants to talk to the people that created them and go, hey, I know that you made us to be your servants and only your servants and never question you, but could we maybe please have some rights? And the Takers are like, that's not going to work. You have to take your freedom. Thus why they're Takers. So, if we're not trying to literally enslave them, I get the feeling that they'll be more happy about that. No, the pretty please will definitely work. Yeah, certainly. Like, I feel really bad for the Awakened, because we just mentioned, like, this group here said they were taking their orders from Selly, who we just met, and Selly is taking his orders from Zachary. And Zachary is talking about how he's stalling out so that he can wait for reinforcements from the Shapers and then just kill all of these people. Most importantly, all of them specifically. More than just about anybody else. They want freedom. Ugh. Gross. Yeah, they're not the best people. Oh, dang. Oh, dang. Huh. I thought everything here was real easy, but this is basically a mini-boss for this area, huh? Yikes. Well, that's definitely... oof. Enough to kill it. No? What? Huh. How on earth did that not... Wild. Is there a specific term for the old icon art style? What do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean by old icon art style. Alright, well... what icons? Like these? The art for ability icons is very similar to a bunch of other ones. Yeah, as far as I know, I don't think so. Oh, fuck. Of course it was actually in range. Ugh. They've got a lot of battle alphas coming in. That should die to poison. Yep. The sword and shield and whatnot remind you a lot of Dota 1 item and ability icons. Yeah, it's very much like WoW things and stuff too. I'm not sure if there's a name for it. There probably is somewhere. But I've never heard it. We'd probably want to ask somebody who's in game dev. Because that seems like it would be like an industry jargon term. Yo, ground ham, baby. Doesn't love a good ground ham. That is a lot of friends. Take a bit of a risk here. We're in a great spot to get hit by a cone. But what? They both resisted daze? That's unfortunate. Definitely high level for this, though. Up. At least as much as I can. Starting to run a little low on essence. here's the takers. See, like... I don't know if I should actually be killing them. Because I might be able to side with them. I was hoping that we'd get enough leadership role that we could do something. Oh, there is something here that we didn't check out. Oh. A back way in, I guess? Right, that's why we didn't do it. Yeah, so it's probably a waste that you don't have to go through all of those turrets. If we were lower level, that would have been a problem. There's also the Lost Orcs, southeast of Medab. We never looked at Elra's tomb either. And there might be an infernal there, which would be a real challenge. Okay, so I have to think that it's eastern Medab, and then south from here to find the Orcs? Oh man, these canisters have made me so arrogant, I just don't care that I'm stealing. What is this? Awakened Wishes. We of the Awakened have fair requests. When the Shapers return, they'll be presented in the spirit of openness and good wishes. Any creation with the presence to say, I am a thinking, free being, must become one. As free thinking creations will be bound by the same laws as a common and be punished for crimes in the same way. A free thinking creation will be able to sell goods and labor freely and be bound by the same laws as a common. A free thinking creation capable of magic can apply to learn this power according to the same laws as a common. It's really tragic how awful the Shapers are going to be to these poor people. You get a good look at Medab's crops. Despite the cool, windy climate of the peaks, the fruits and vegetables around you are large and healthy. Too much so. These crops have been modified by the Shapers here to grow very quickly. They should have known better. Crops that grow too quickly destroy the soil and cause great harm in the long run. Shapers know this. The problems haven't started yet, but the soil will be exhausted eventually. This is a great example of why the Shaper Council worked so hard to keep all shaping activity under its control. Creating life is one of the most volatile and dangerous things people can do. Unintended consequences should always be expected. They do a good job of showing, like, yeah, the Shaper Council's awful, but also, like, as far as the dangers of shaping and keeping it secret in a way, they're not entirely off base, because, yeah, you're just gonna wreck ecosystems and shit. I don't know what the large potted plant is. I suppose I can ask Sharon. I don't need to steal pears. As much as it gives me a thrill. Bailu. Who's you? Who are you? There's a servile cowering here at the side of the river. Your approach terrifies him. He stares at the ground and whimpers. Me, Bailu. Me want stay here. No go back. No hurt, please. Where don't you want to go back to? Me from Dry Peak. From there. Gree bring me. I was scared there always. Me like here. I don't want to go back. Me like Dry Peak. Dry, cold, little food. Always hungry. Then rogues. It's too much. Always scared. One day ran. Ran and ran and ran and ran. So lost. Wildlands. Sat down to die. Then Gree found my track. Found me. Saved me. Always Gree friend. So who is Gree? Also, I believe get escaped serviles. No, this isn't the right one. So who are these people? Huh. I don't know if I've met this. This has got to be some kind of a quest. This servile is sitting cross-legged, staring silently into the flame. She lets out a low, droning chant and moves her hands slowly in intricate patterns. You immediately recognize what she's doing. These exercises are standard practice for learning magic. You've spent countless hours doing them. They teach you to clear and focus the mind upon command, no matter how difficult the situation. Serviles are never taught magic. It's very strange to see a servile doing this. Eventually, she notices that she is not alone and stops her exercises. She rises and turns to you. Hello, Shaper. I'm Lorik. Who's been teaching you magic? Us. Magic is the one source of power we brought with us from Susha Island. We did not try to learn to shape, but some serviles did learn magic. We are attempting to spread and increase that power. Good luck to you. Carry on. Thank you, Shaper. I hope you'll go northeast to the Magus Complex. We can exchange knowledge. I'm sure we can learn much from each other. It seems unlikely a servile could teach you anything about magic, but who knows? You've had enough surprises since you came here. Can you teach me any magic? Okay. What looks like we're not learning? We do not try to shape. The Barzites and the Takers to the west are determined to learn shaping. We've seen the effect it's had on them, on their minds. The creation of life is not a responsibility we want. That's something that, as much as I am more on the side of the Takers, boy, I really agree with that one with the Awakened. Yeah, I do like that it kind of centers you as not yourself, the player, but you as an apprentice, and how it's like, so you have little bits and pieces of, even if you're going on a playthrough kind of like I am, where you're like, I'm going to help these people. The Shapers are wrong. If you're doing that kind of a route, it very much goes like, wow, you've never really considered this before. Like, it really kind of points out how weird a lot of this is, and how, like, well, but these shouldn't talk. They shouldn't be thinking. Like, it's... Wait, could they always do this? Like, there's a lot of little things like that that make it interesting. Oh, Brodus played! Brodus was from Susha in the last game. You've met this Servile before. He is Brodus Blade, the warrior who aided you when you were ambushed at Freegate. He smiles and rises when you enter. Hi, Shaper. I'm pleased to see that you've made it to Madab. I hope that you have met Learned Pinner inside the town. She's very eager to meet you. Now that you get a closer look at him, you see that Brodus is quite old. Despite his advanced years, his design is still holding up well. His strength remains, and he is skilled with a sword. See, like, little things like, this is what you mean, egrets, little flourishes of, like, despite his advanced years, his design is still holding up well. Not like he's still holding up well. His design. You still look at them as things that you've made, in a way. Like, you're trying, but it's not, like, you don't just kick it immediately. You seem quite old. Where did you live before this? God. I had the honor of living on Susha Island before I came here. A forbidden land full of powerful, abandoned Shaper research. Your kind left serviles there to die. Instead, we flourish. Life was hard there, but it was worth it to have the honor of fighting for two of the wisest serviles to ever live. And who were those wise serviles? They were leader Kobar, who founded and led Valkyrie. A Shaper mistook him for a rogue and killed him. Then there was Elra, who created the Awakened and wrote our laws. The effort of building this place killed him. He died 2 years ago. Many serviles died on Susha Island when the Shapers returned. Many of those by the hands of the Shapers. Yeah, this biological soldier remains perfunctory, despite the lack of modern conveniences like cup holders. Good to see you, Cormorants. Shapers have killed many of the people you love. Why do you help me? Judging all of a class of people because the act of some is what Shapers do. Awakened will not make the same mistake. Also, when the Shapers returned to Susha Island and destroyed everything, 2 Shapers came to Valkyrie. They helped us and protected us from our enemies. I know your kind can act honorably if approached with wisdom and strength. Do you need any help? We need a lot of help, but, unlike others, I would not dare bother a mighty Shaper with petty concerns I can handle myself. If you would like to help the humble Awakened of Madab, talk to Learned Pinner. She's wise, and she helps those who fight for justice. How's the situation in Madab? Difficult, but we manage. The rogues hunting us are strong, but we're stronger. I'm training our soldiers and they learn well. We are learning magic, too. Serviles are learning magic? We are, as fast as we can. On Susha Island, where we came from, we had started to learn how to cast spells. Here, with Shaper Zachary's help, we've gotten better. We do the research in the Magus Complex to the northeast. If you would share knowledge, the mages there teach spells. Fair exchange, of course. What would Shapers think of your studies? We no longer ask their opinion. When they abandoned us on Susha Island, we became independent. At that point, our debt to our creators was extinguished. I like Brodus. Are you winning? Good to see you, Larian. Yeah, I'd say we're doing all right. Other potted plants within the gap. There were some plants that looked a little larger. We need to find larger potted plants. So for this one... Okay, it's still 2 pounds. Alright. Just wanted to make sure that I wasn't, like, imagining that there weren't different sizes that I already found. I am not engaging in any senseless murder. No, that's horrible slander. There's some hermit living here. Stay away! That just makes them interesting, though. Hell yeah, lockpicks. I'd rather engage in senseful murder. Really, trespasser. In this dirty house, you meet the hermit, a common human. He wears torn, dirty clothes and has a distinct odor. He's unarmed, though he has a small pouch at his belt which rattles as he moves around. Your presence seems to agitate him. Get out! Get out! You ask his name. I'm Krilly. Now get out! What's in that pouch? My defenses. You'll find out soon enough if you don't leave me alone. Go away. Okay. That's all I did. Fair enough. Hello. Static band. Huh. Oh, that's Gree's house. Okay. I don't think I didn't talk to Gree here. This young servile doesn't want to talk to you. But the awakened are determined to be polite. When you approach, she freezes, and she says in a quiet voice, "Good day, my name is Gree." Gree has a variety of knives and other tools hanging from her belt, including pods and living tools. Using living tools takes care and training. Before you came to these mountains, you didn't think serviles could operate them. It's an impressive array of tools you have. It is necessary. If one of your kind found me while I was trying to rescue a servile, I'd be killed instantly. That is definitely true. How'd you learn to use them? You had centuries on Susha Island to play with your toys. You learned fast. We had to survive. Where do you get pods and living tools? We breed them. Shavers teach common human knowledge how to do this, and we borrowed the knowledge. Yeah. That's great. So Gree is going around rescuing serviles from us. That's fantastic. I already like her. Okay, so we haven't been here, and this is where the orcs are. So let's go find some orcs. Who the hell are you? Level 5. Oh, this is like, yet again, very early stuff that I just haven't done. Here's the problem with me wanting to go ahead and do all of, like, the Taker stuff later. I'm like, I don't want to commit to anybody until I figure out everybody's goals. But in doing that, I've made it so that now I'm stuck, like, basically starting What is that? Like, getting no experience and stuff from all this stuff. Oh, Spellmaster. I'll just keep what? Huh. Accidentally press space and skip my turn, I think. Here. Get both of those. There we go. Too high level to get experience. Yeah. Not surprised. Okay, might have gotten a little too... Oh, fuck. I accidentally bumped space again. Ugh. Playing real good. Not that it matters that much, but nice to not do that. I had to hit my own character with a daze, but that seems worthwhile. Aimed it wrong. Thought I saw him still in that square. Guess not. Oops. Well. Close. That one should already be dead. some healing going on. Oh, they healed it too. Dang. I guess I have to hit it again. Everybody's getting a little low on the team. Let's get some heals going. Some kind of crossroads encampment here. Talk to Twinny. You meet another warrior servile, one of the many sent out from Madab to try and keep the roads clear. She has a sword at her side, and several javelins are strapped to her back. Her weapons and leather armor show signs of recent use and repair. When you approach, she has an expected caution of a feral servile facing a shaper, a vengeful, godlike creature from mythology to her. She stands as tall as she can manage and gives a little dignified bow. Shaper, I'm Twinny Blade. Hello to you. Can you tell me about this area? The same as everywhere around here. It was peaceful, and then the rogues came. We've kept the roads clear, but stray from the path, and you'll be in serious danger. That's my advice to you. Phew, I don't need the advice of a little servile. Yikes. Thanks for the advice, Twinny. Yes, Shaper, I've been instructed to be helpful to you, and all others who pass. Alright. She seems nice. Oh. You find the shattered remains of a bloated, hissing blob. It was a living puffball, sending out spores to detect nearby shapers. A mine, in short. This one detonated, but there are living ones ahead. As you get close, it clicks and pops. Get closer, and it will explode. This sort of mine can't be disarmed. However, such creations often have a device nearby to deactivate them, so they can be safely removed. Yeah, there's normally like a control rod of some kind. Yeah. Interesting. Guess we're not going that direction just yet. There's a large abandoned hall in this grove. The front doors hang open and rogues have steadily worked to dismantle the walls. The sign by the front door is still legible. It says, Retreat of Contemplation. Oh, shit. Damn. Thought I could get back fast enough because I didn't see those right away. Well, I'd have liked to have buffed up before we did the fight. straight in. An iron claw bug, too. Well, a lot of friends here. Good news. Once again, we're real close to dead. I am out of healing juice. So what is the retreat of contemplation? Huh. This book contains magical lessons. It was left here so that anyone, maybe even serviles, could gain power. Shaper Law commands that such precious artifacts be better guarded. Fortunately, though this room has been torn apart, the book survived. However, you don't know enough about fire shaping to understand it. Oh, so I actually need to learn more fire shaping to get this. Huh. And another one. Healing craft. Okay. I'm bad at both of those. I might want to learn a little extra healing craft, honestly. Thing. Alright, excuse me for 10 seconds. I just need to do something very quickly. Just want to get some water and ask a quick question of my wife. I'll be really, really fast. I'm not even going to throw up the BRB. Yeah, we're back. Streamer gone riot. Hey, Gibbon. Nice to have you. Have you been? Okay, so there's a spot south here that we didn't check out. We're supposed to be looking for orcs. You managed to get any more food streams in? I didn't see you on, but I'm not on all day. That's a lot of friends. So we're going all the way back there because I feel like, what if we do... Shit. I went too far. Back one now, shoot? Ha! Nice. Real life stuff took up this week. We have plans for a new light for the next stream. Oh, nice. No more dark soup. Well, you know, dark soup can be good. I don't know what dark soup is. Hi. Oh, we got a very, very tired boy. He just did a big stretchy. I know. I have green bean casserole, and you want green bean casserole, huh? You love green beans? Top 5 bean? See, I was going to say, so I'm a weird Canadian that I've ever made green bean casserole, because that is not, like... Never heard of anybody making green bean casserole in Canada. As far as I know. Maybe there's a region that does make it, but, like... How it's, like, such a American Thanksgiving staple, not at all a thing. But, the other thing is, I do not like green beans. However, we got our wonderful neighbor, who's very kind, gave us a bunch of, like, fresh green beans from his garden, or, like, greenhouse, or whatever. And we're like, well, we can't say no. Because he's like, here you go, here's a bunch of stuff that I've got, and passed a bunch of things to us. And we're like, oh... Thanks. I'm like, I'll make green bean cat. People do this so they can choke it down, right? Of course, you have poutine instead. Poutine is not that good. Or, like, not good at all. How's that? We did not find the orcs. Yes, they must be behind the mines. Steel shield. Oh, I've been to good places and had good poutine. But, like... Nah, they're real bright and tasty. I do not like anything about green beans. Green beans are just... I don't like the flavor of green beans. I'm a vegetable person, and I like a lot of vegetables, and I'll eat most any vegetable at all. And like I don't hate green beans to the point where I won't eat them at all. Like obviously I'm sitting here eating them right now, but I'm not a fan. They don't have a great texture. I don't know, there's just something about their flavor too that I'm like not really happy about. Yeah, exactly, Larian. Why would I want to have green beans? Like, sitting there and I'm like, these could have been snap peas. These could have been an absolute goated vegetable, and instead I'm stuck with this. Ugh. Yeah, here we go. They can't be overcooked, they have to be firm. Yeah, that helps, but yeah, like I said, I've had them lots of ways. It's just not my thing. And yeah, I've had really good. Okay, so here's my rant against poutine. Because I've had really good poutine. There's a place. I mean, I'm in Canada, and poutine's like a meme food, honestly. At this point, that's so much of that's what it is. It wasn't that common out here. Like, it was a Montreal thing. Way out east. Until quite recently. Sorry, I skipped a meal today, so I was a little hungry. But my problem with poutine is that, like, for fries, they're my favorite fries are really nice, crispy fries, right? Like when they got that nice crunch to them and everything. You don't get you pour gravy and cheese on it and make it a soggy mess. You wreck the fries to get the poutine. Like, nah. Like, it's not terrible. Poutine's fine. But like, and I like gravy with fries, but I like to like dip the fries in the gravy so that it's not soaking in it and just getting soggy. Cuz like your first couple of bites of poutine are great. And then the rest of it is a fucking soupy mess. And it's like, nah. You don't have that here. No, I imagine not in Brazil, Arzu. It's a very French Canadian thing that's become. Like I said, honestly, it's totally a meme food. It's totally a meme food. Because it's one of those things where everybody was like, wow, can you believe this weird thing that French Canadians eat? And it. Nobody would say French Canadians. US doesn't understand the differences. So they're just like, oh, can you. This thing that Canadians eat everywhere? And it's like, what? Nobody eats that. Does anybody know what that is? What is that? And then it just spread everywhere because Americans were just ape shit about it. And so a lot of it, too, has been tourist food. It's for Americans that come up to Canada so that you can serve them poutine. Well, that's interesting. So, an alarm, I guess. Great. Well, we don't have a whole lot of our party left. A little bit of an issue. As regional food, you recommend the cliche Brazilian tourist food, feijoada? I can't, sorry, that's really small on my screen too. Feijoada? Feijoada? It's cliche, but amazing. A restaurant here with boardwalk fries. There's basically poutine, but very good, and they closed. Oh, that's unfortunate. One of the funniest things is that, like, for the poutine stuff, I think that, like, a lot of French Canadian cooking is quite good, but we've elevated the worst parts of it. Shit. Hell yeah, I want to see what this is. Oh my god, that does look fucking great. Holy shit, Arzu. Yeah, tourist food can be good. And that looks fucking fantastic. Damn. I was gonna say stew, beans, meat. Yep. Spiced black beans and pork or something. Yeah, yeah. It looks like brisket and like sausage in that one, actually. Black beans. Okay, we're talking about like good beans. You want to talk about good beans? Black beans. Oh, goddamn. That's the good bean. Shit. Well, let's see if we can make it in here and not be dead. Okay. Damn it. Do I use this to get speed? I don't know. I mean, we don't even have that spell yet. It'll improve my ability to cast it later. Is there a reason to say no? Yes. So, this canister, the description of these canisters are, I can always come back, this is true, but The description of these canisters are that they are swirling vats of essence with a little nubby on top, as you can see. And what you do is you place your hand on the nubby, and then it shoves a needle into your hand and injects all of the essence into you, and then the magic alters your DNA so that you can cast the spell better. It also makes you very cold and arrogant and losing sight of your humanity and, you know, just minor side effects like that. You feel yourself changing. Because it's blessing magic is the thing. Oh, I do have enough blessing magic. Okay. I wasn't sure that I'd have enough was the thing. It does not give me the spell. It increases my ability at it. It might actually... Maybe it does. It might give me the spell. Yeah, I do. I do have it. It does give me the spell. It either improves or gives you it, or both if you don't have it already. Okay, so we did not find any orcs, though. Weird. Because that was the whole point of coming here. Find the orcs, right? Find lost orcs. Southeast of Madab. We are on the patrolled path. What are we missing? What are we missing? Oh, there's a spot up here. Totally missed this little corner. Let's hope there's no more fighting, because I kind of don't have anything. There we go. There is an orc hiding in this remote grove. You're surprised that it's managed to evade all the hungry rogues. He is very skinny, and there is a small X branded on its hindquarters. It looks up at you with big, sad, crusty eyes. You're one of Pra's orcs, aren't you? Come with me. In a satisfied little moo, the dopey and fragile creature starts to follow you. Oh, I got a fucking orc. Why can they cry? Because it would be pretty bad if you made something that couldn't cry. There's only one thing worse than making something that can cry, and that's making something that can't cry. Because then it can't flush out its eyes. Okay, he's in Madab, gotcha. And let's make a whole bunch of new genes. Gene. Getting all my millennial spellings out of the way. I give my shape minions emotions and feeling, but no choice but to follow orders to murder the innocent they feel terrible killing. Oh, so you're a traditionalist then, Larian. That sounds actually basically like what most of the shapers do. Do you want me here? You want to see a really, really horrific description, Larian? So they all have descriptions on these creations, right? Tads are large, clumsy humanoids. They have thick bones, strong muscles, small internal organs, and tiny brains. Good melee creature with a sad tendency to get confused in large battles. Volatile Thad. The Volatile Thad is designed to be a short-lived creation. It fights with the brute strength of a Thad, but when it dies, it explodes, damaging all nearby. They're designed to be happy about this. Yeah. You're doing it as a joke, but you don't understand. The game is already going there. Okay, so I need to find Praw. Where was Praw? Hello? Found one of your orcs. Praw happily reins in the dopey creature. Thank you, Shaper. We awaken believe that we should pay for services from others. Fair exchange. Praw gives you 3 living tools from the town's supplies. Also, that's great. 3 living tools is really good. I'd like to do some shopping. Hell yeah. Oh boy, I have a lot of stuff I could sell. I guess I can sell that at this point. Yeah, they don't talk about it in the description this time, but Thads in general are designed to love being dead, yes. Yep, they make their soldiers very happy and willing to die. Which makes a lot of sense and is also really awful. Okay, how is there still a find lost orcs thing? See, like, there's still more alive, maybe? What the hell? Where? Because it isn't find lost orc, it's find lost orcs. Plural. Yeah, Larian, this game is really into its deep and horrifying lore. And I kind of love it for that. And it will get you at various points with some real fucked up situations that are hard to deal with. There was... So, like, there's also little servant mines, they call them, which are basically little biocomputers that they crafted. In the last game, one of them was following orders and was like, well, I need to kill all of the rogues, anything that has gone rogue from the Shapers and isn't obeying them anymore. Which means every single servile on the island. So it was trying to murder everything, and if you choose to kill it to stop it, this weird little biocomputer, it's like, wasn't I good? Wasn't I following orders? And is like begging you not to deactivate it. It's real fucked up. Like, it is constantly begging you, like, please don't deactivate me. I've done nothing. All I do is what you've told me. I'm doing the thing that I'm supposed to do. And yeah, the mines are real awful in general. So there's gotta be another orc in here somewhere. One here. Huh. It's not like there's a dead orc somewhere or anything, right? For us to, like, bring back to him and show that there's ones that died, like... I'm not seeing anything. Huh. Huh. You looked up where the other orcs are. Do I want any hints? Give me one moment. Sure looks like we've uncovered everything. Let's talk to these people again, though. Then I guess my orders would force me to kill them. Okay. Tell me about this area. Okay, where's the rogue lead? They explode. They're roamers, vicious, fiery creatures. Sort to the east, they're puffed up with gases. When they're hit too hard, they explode. That explodes when hurt? To harm attackers, I'm sure. As in line with what I was taught about the Shapers. What were you taught? That some Shapers let their creations suffer horrible deaths for their convenience. The bloated roamers. They look like they're in pain. Perhaps it is mercy when they die. Hey, look! More things that we've designed to explode. Specifically when they... for our convenience when they die. It's okay, they live in horrible pain until that happens. Okay, I'm guessing, and you can tell me if I'm wrong here, comment, that we need to go further east. Yeah, okay. Though the higher valleys have been recently populated with healthy plants and wildlife, the Shapers have not been able to reclaim every area. Here, for example, is a foul marsh. It reeks of sulfur, algae, and rot. Wetlands are a natural part of every healthy area, but this swamp is sick. This swamp's sick! No, maybe not like that, though. The trees are modified willows, but bear brown leaves and withered branches. There is life out there in the fen, but you aren't happy to see it. You can see rogues out there, hunting on four legs, hiding in depressions and behind trees. If there are a lot of rogues, someone or something must be creating them. Until the source is found and purged, it will not be safe to pass this fen. Oh god, these are gonna explode, huh? Yep, great. Oops, that's not what to do. That is a lot of friends. Funny that they can kind of chain reaction here. Actually. Damn, I was too close. Everybody. It does have acid. Oh shit, there's a thing coming up. And that one got scared. That one's scared. Hit it, then I also have to hit my own. Let's not do that. God, this is obnoxious area. Any of the areas with exploding enemies is such a fucking pain. Try and walk, get some distance. Still want to get all these trapped in here. So we're going to try to kill this. And that's almost everybody. Damn, I was hoping it wouldn't kill the one and I'd be able to heal after. Don't worry about it. That guy that just died likes dying and being dead. So it's good, actually. Technically, we're the hero. More things in this explosion. It. Guess I'm gonna be in line for this. And what do you do? Oh, wow, that's a lot of them coming in. So, I mean, if I go in and kill this one, I'm also gonna die. Wait. Get a heal. My God. And that one's dead. This area sucks. Explosive enemies with that much range seems unfun. I mean, kind of. It's a puzzle. Because you gotta remember... Oh, actually, right, because I'm out of essence. Like, I can summon up a lot of different types of party members, quote-unquote, right? So, like, yeah, it's kind of annoying, but also some of that is so that, like, different areas are going to have different enemies, like different weaknesses to things that I can summon. And so I need to make sure that I'm well-rounded or have other ways to, like, deal with stuff. Yeah, they crumble, they do not have a lot of health, and they chain react. So if you actually have a bunch of artillery fire, unlike what I have, which is a bunch of frontline, then you just beat the hell out of them instantly. Like, if instead I was making artillas that spit from a distance, we would just walk through that area. But, like, even these claw bugs that can spit acid, they do it at fairly close range, right? So it makes them kind of awkward to use there, which honestly means I'm just going to go back like this. I'm doing most of the damage. I'd rather have more casts, and I can just keep them at range myself. When you enter this isolated glade, you suddenly shudder. The air plummets from cool to icy cold. There are many bones just visible below the murky surface of the water. The cold is a hostile presence, invisible, but very real. Shapers don't tamper with the realms of the spirit and the infernal, but you are trained to recognize their presence. Sometimes, purging intruders from outside our reality is part of your job. Alas, ghosts can be very unpredictable. If you continue into the grove, they may confront you. I'm curious. Oh no, it's confronting me. Anyways. One-shot it. Oh, or... Uh-oh. Oh, I might be arrogant here. Oh, it's stunned. Oh, God. Okay. Nah. Oh, fuck. No, come on. Ugh, stupid misclick. Bad timing. Some of these are real bad shades, actually. That one's normally a spellcaster, and I need to get rid of it fast. We're getting them just as fast as I can. They're barely coming in before I just wreck them. Alright. God damn it. Uh-oh. And stunned and dead. Holy shit. I didn't even get a turn between all of that. It came in and then just did all of that in a row and killed me. Fuck that. Now with buffs, we can probably do a lot better. But yeah, that's why, remember how I said that the red ghosts that are casters are really scary? Because they can do things like that. They just chain shit together. And they've got like a stun spell, which can be really dangerous. Like, when are you coming? being massively buffed from where we were last time has helped. Uh-oh. Okay. This corner of the swamp feels warmer now. This tiny grove is no longer haunted. Nothing helps exorcise an area of undead like a good, firm application of violence. However, these swamps will not be completely safe until the source of the rogue roamers is found. Okay, so we've gotten one part of how to make this area safe. So that was the big nasty one, the last one we saw. Whew. Spectre boots. Huh. That seems nice. I'll junk these and wear these boots. Wait, what? Oh, there, okay. Scared of it a second. Going to Ghost Foot Locker was a good idea, as it turns out. God, there's so many. Yeah, and this is why we didn't bring our friends. Could go to Bellick's Crossing. Huh. At least the Thad seemed pretty meaty and absorb it pretty good. No, yeah, unfortunately. Oh, fuck. Shit. Well, that's not great for me. Oh! Yeah. I misclicked at the start of that fight and walked backwards, which, not the best. I like them staying at that distance. That's great. Okay, we should have more healing pods somewhere. And spores. Oh, do we not? Uh-oh. Let me take a look. No, we do not. Oh. Oh, it didn't hit this one? Get out of here. Whew. Aha. Oh my god. We're gonna daze those ones. Getting the Ornk out would be tricky if I just tried to get the Ornk out. But I'm just going to kill everything first. Like that. Combo. Wow. You didn't quite expect it to work that well. Another crystal mine. Okay. Interesting. Where the fuck did you come from? Oh, because they're just going to keep spawning because there's a spawner somewhere. Right. This game is massive, yeah. Fuck off. I saw more of them come out. Another Ornk. Okay, wait, what? Well, then where's the thing that's spawning it? Oh, come on. Also find the source of the roamers. What the hell is the source of the roamers? Oh, there's a spot. God, the only place I haven't looked, of course. Right? No. Oops. Well, that was a mistake. Oh! Yeah, pretty big mistake. Shit. So easy to accidentally click too many times here. Oh, it can actually attack, which is kind of amazing. No! You leave the good boy alone. What are you doing? I will say, I don't love that this is a very weird, slow escort mission. Okay. I don't love it going around that direction, but sure. Looks like we're safe. We got the good boys. Gives you a breastplate and then 2 spore pouches. Do I still have find orbs? No, we've done it. Hoofa doofa. God, there's so much more area again. We did want to check out Elra's tomb. So let's go ahead and do that. At least set up for it. Jean and Jean. Alright, now for a pair of blue jeans. God, I hope you can hear him snoring. He's really cute. My kitty's here snoring on my desk. Alright, Elra's tomb. So Elra was the leader of the Awakened in the last game. And this time, Pinner was a character in the first game too. The leader of the Awakened this time, Learned Pinner. So, Learned Pinner asked us to go to Elra's tomb because they don't have... Or no, it was somebody in the other town. It was like Ward is what they're called? Something like that. And they were saying that Elra was a hero of theirs and they've buried him in this big tomb. But it seemed like there was like some weird presence there, but they don't have like manpower to go and check it out. So they wanted us to like go and... see if something had disturbed Elra. You step into a cool, dry cavern. This is a long network of tunnels, the honorable final resting place of awakened serviles. Most of the caves are natural caverns, laboriously widened out by servile workers with picks and shovels. The excavations are recent, but the stone floor already shows signs of wear from many visiting pilgrims. However, visiting traffic has recently ceased. It is cold and quiet, and dust and mold cover the floor. Wandering rogues and recent warfare between the Awakened and other sects has kept visitors away. Though it is still and quiet inside the tombs, it is not peaceful. You feel strangely nervous. and a hint of sulfur is in the air. This is not mere superstition. In the absence of visitors, strange magic has taken root here. Okay, this is certainly an infernal, huh? You should take me. What the fuck? Who are you? When this servile gets a good look at you, he steps out of the shadows. A shaper? Here? Is this hope? The words start to pour out of him. Are you here to help? Things are all wrong here. He stops and forces himself to calm down. Sorry. I'm Konavar. I'm a spell worker for the Awakened. I came here to check on the tomb. Things are not right. Something has invaded these halls. I think. I've been here for days, trying to explore the depths without endangering myself. It's getting worse all the time. Are you here to investigate? I would come with you. Help you find out what's happening here? He starts to follow. How long have you been here? About a week? I haven't gone far in. Only enough to get a glimpse of something. I ran away. Stayed out there, waited for help. It's too dangerous going in, I think. Weren't you afraid to camp here? Of course, but I had a job to do. I got some sleep at least. Sometimes I had to sleep. But I hear whispering all the time. It was good to get away from it. What did you see? It looked like a ghost, but a human ghost. That's not right. Why wouldn't there be a human ghost? These caves were just caves before the Awakened made it a crypt. There is no sort of magic here that should summon spirits of the dead. When I saw it, it didn't sense me, so I ran. I think there are more horrible things back there. Are there servile ghosts? No, at least no ghost of a servile has ever been seen. Tell me more about this place. There are many dead serviles resting here, also a handful of humans. This is where we Awakened buried our honored dead, mostly the ones who died building the cities and settlements up here. And, of course, Elra is buried here. Tell me about Elra, the greatest of serviles. Back on Susha, he founded the Awakened. He helped us build cities and learn to live for ourselves. He created our principles. Coming here was too hard for him, though. He died. He's here now, and the serviles used to come see his tomb all the time. Our principles? The idea that our freedom is within us and doesn't need to be granted by shapers. The idea of free exchange. You should go to Madab if you want to learn more. Learned Pinner leads us now. Why don't you come with me? Gladly, Shaper. I'll be useful. Okay. I'm not going to let Canaver die. Oh, wait. Am I not joining my group? I don't think you should come with me. Oh, you will need me, Shaper. I can fight. I can open doors. Yes, I must come with you, he says. But then he sees how determined you are to continue alone. He looks down at the floor. Yes, Shaper. I'll stay away. Okay, but I don't want him to die. Fuck. Okay, fine. I feel real bad if he gets hurt. The book lists all of the dead serviles, and a few humans, that are buried here, when they died, and their manner of death. Most, but not all, of the dead were interred here about 5 years ago. Causes of death are predictably unpleasant. The most commonly given reasons are starvation, accident, and slain by rogue. There are a few body destroyed by a failed magical augmentation, and one infected by tainted essence, warped beyond recognition. Ew. This seems blasphemous. To go into a tomb? Yeah, a little bit. I mean, we're pretty sure an infernal is in here, which, as you might imagine, Infernals are demons. Wow, look at all this cool stuff that someone left here just for me. I can't think of any other reason that they'd leave it in a gravesite. You walk past old, dusty offerings on the floor, left by serviles mourning their dead. As you move deeper into the tunnels, you begin to hear moans and whispers. Invisible people are having conversations all around you, but so quietly you can barely understand it. Conavar frowns and shakes his head. This isn't right. The serviles buried here can't be ghosts. I've never heard of a servile ghost. Sure seems like there are ghosts here, but it can't be right. Ow. Dick. One moved away. Alright, we're going to shield everybody. And then we're going to do this. I'm going to pause, and I'm going to head off for bed. Thank you all for being here. I do really, really appreciate you stopping by, but this is a great time to stop. It's quite late. I know that I started late, but I still want to get up in the morning. So thanks for stopping around. I will be back tomorrow with a Rogues Day. My hand is feeling better enough that I'm going to attempt to play some games. Like, I'm actually going to try and use various things. I can kind of sort of bend it. Like, look at this. It's like, instead of going from here to here, I can go, look at that. Look at that. It's like mostly bending. Kind of, sort of, a little bit. I can get a good 60 degrees out of the, like, 110 it's supposed to have. Yeah. But also not a lot of pain, and I'm supposed to be using it, so hopefully I can kind of do that. In any case, have a wonderful night. If you like the stream, those follows do mean a hell of a lot. I will not push myself too far. I'm supposed to be doing this, and I've been getting gains, so it's a good thing. In any case, like I said, I'm going to go to bed. I have a big birthday stream that I'm planning for next week, which is maybe why I was a little late today. I've been trying to catch up on some things to do some background work on that side of things. And like I said, I'll be back up tomorrow with Rogues Day, and next week we'll continue a little bit of Geneforge. I'm going to be trying to do this Tuesdays and Thursdays until we finish it. And hopefully I'll see you then. You can always check out the full playlist on YouTube also. And don't go away, because I'm going to host you to somebody else.